I've got more energy, I've got more drive, I've got more motivation. I'm not tired at the end of the day to the point where I just want to sit on the sofa. I'm actually happy to go out and do things. Life is just more colorful now. There's more energy to every day. I feel more positive in work. I don't let problems stop me now. I just try and find a solution. Everything's just more positive now. That's the best I can describe it.
Welcome to the Plant-Based Eating Made Easy podcast. I'm your host, Anna Zinn, plant-based registered dietitian and transition coach. Hi friend, do you want to regain your health with plant-based eating but feel overwhelmed and lost about how to do it? Do you feel it'll be hard to change your meat-heavy diet and impossible with working, running the home, or chasing after the grandkids? If so, you're in the right place. Here you'll find simple strategies, clear nutrition guidance, and practical tips to help you thrive plant-powered with more energy. So if you're ready to ditch the guesswork and transform your health the stress-free way, cozy up now with a hot cup of tea or listen while you walk, and let me show you how doable plant-based eating can be. Let's do this. Before we get into today's interview, I want to have a small heart-to-heart moment with you. Take a moment to consider what would make good health worth it to you. Would it mean doing things that you haven't been able to in a long time, like taking a hike or even just going to the beach and feeling the sand between your toes? Maybe it's going on a trip that's always been on your bucket list, or just being with loved ones, watching your grandkids grow up, being active with them and making special memories together. These are all things that you can't enjoy or experience now because of your health limitations and medical diagnoses. And you have constant anxiety and worry about your health getting worse, more meds, or having another heart attack. Well, I'm here to tell you it doesn't have to be this way. Your life and your health don't have to be forever managed and ruled by multiple meds and their side effects. Your health can be made better through diet and lifestyle changes. So if you need support moving towards plant-based eating and want to know how I can help you through Plant Nourished, reach out to me by email at healthnow@plantnourished.com or apply for a free rapid health transformation call using the link in the show notes. I want to help you overcome your health challenges so you can truly thrive and enjoy your remaining years, finally doing those things you've been wanting to do with the people you love. I can't wait to connect with you. Now let's dive into today's interview. So welcome back to the second part of this interview with my guest, Paul. I've been so excited to talk with him, and we've had such an interesting conversation so far, just learning more about Paul and his background, and also about what his lifestyle was like before he made the move to plant-based eating. He was pretty much on a regular diet, living the single man's life until around 40 years of age when he had his first heart attack. He made some changes to the way he was eating, but it was really only after another stint about 2 years later when he was 42 that was more like a wake-up call for him. But he still didn't make a significant change to his lifestyle until around April this year when Paul finally made that decision to make a change. Welcome back, Paul, to this interview. So you mentioned these great changes with the medications and with your weight. Have you experienced other positive changes?
I've got more energy, I've got more drive, I've got more motivation. I'm not tired at the end of the day to the point where I just want to sit on the sofa. I'm actually happy to go out and do things, go for an extra longer walk with the dog, even just do housework at the end of the day. Who wants to do that? Me, I want to do that. I'm happy to cook meals in the evening. My wife works evenings, so I don't get to see her. Whereas 12 months ago, I would just eat a bag of crisps and a chocolate bar. Now I'm cooking full meals in the evening. I've got more energy to do things. We're doing more things at the weekend together. Life is just more colorful now. There's more energy to every day. I feel more positive in work. I don't let problems stop me now. I just try and find a solution. Everything's just more positive now. That's the best I can describe it.
That's fantastic, Paul, to hear so many positive health changes and even wanting and being willing to do more housework. I'm sure your wife is happy about that part.
That's a win-win for everyone, isn't it?
Yes, it is a win-win. And even being able to do more on the weekends, spend time together since your wife is working more in the evenings. So it sounds like the quality of life has improved so much in just over the last couple of months since you've started plant based eating. So that's fantastic to hear.
Absolutely. And that in turn gives you positivity in your mind as well. It gives you a better outlook on the next few days. You've got nothing to dread, you've got nothing to fear. You know you can achieve most things now. And it just creates more positivity.
Yes, that's right. It sounds like quite a few changes have come alongside from the eating of the whole plant based foods. So I know in a post in our community, you had mentioned that you've been plant-based eating only since April, but this whole non-meat eating idea has really been on your mind for a couple of years. And I'm assuming that was probably after you've had your second stint, you said that was a wake-up call for you. So at that point, when you started thinking about maybe making a change to not eating meats, but you didn't make that change until April. So what was the top worry or concern to making a change sooner?
I think it was just the fear of missing out on meat and dairy. I didn't want to think about not eating a steak or a burger, bacon sandwich on a Sunday morning. I thought, what is the alternative? There isn't one. Didn't think I could give up cheese. I love cheese, or loved cheese. I still love cheese. You can't not love something that you can't not have anymore. But I don't miss it. There was an anxiety of how it was going to fit into my life when all my friends and my family around me were quite happy to eat meat and dairy. I was a bit worried that she wouldn't support me or encourage me, or that even if she thought it was just a passing phase, and that when I'd realized how difficult or tricky it would be to integrate into my life, that I would just revert back to eating meat again. I think they were the biggest blockers. So peer pressure and fear of missing out. I think they were the two biggest concerns.
And that would probably be two of the common objections or fears most people have in wanting to make the change, but then fearing they're going to give up everything that maybe they are used to eating or love eating, or a fear of what other people may say. Maybe people around them, loved ones or family members or friends, are making comments or they're not eating the same way. So they're afraid of stepping out of the box or of the mode of what other people are doing.
But as soon as you step out of that box, it's not the same. People do, there's an English saying of taking the mick, that they make fun of you. But I feel as though I've got the superior lead because from the research that I've done, I know that my risk of future health problems are massively reduced now. And so I just feel as though I'm in the lead, I think, when it comes to health now compared to other people who eat meat.
Okay, I see. That makes sense. So I'm curious to know, was it more of a complete switch or how did you make the change in the weeks following making this decision? Was it more of a gradual change over a few weeks?
Yeah, it was a slow but intentional and gradual transition. I spent the first few days, maybe a week, maybe more. I don't know now. I was just so engrossed in it all. I was just trying to soak up as much information, trying to understand all the food groups, trying to understand the nutritional benefits of these food groups, the portion sizes of what I should be eating daily, how many beans should I be eating, what nutrition does that amount give me. It was just so much information to take in. So whilst I was reading, I was also developing a strategy of how I should tackle it. So I decided to go ahead with the intention of prioritizing a full whole food plant-based diet whenever and wherever possible it was to do that. If it wasn't possible to do that, then I would, don't want to say drop down, but I would go to the next level and that would be veganism. So I wouldn't be eating animal products. But at the time, I didn't know where whole food plant-based stood between veganism and vegetarian. I didn't know what their relationship was with each other. So I was trying to understand that as well. And then if I couldn't do veganism, then I would drop to vegetarian diet if I was eating out. And it was that kind of hierarchy that I started off on, and I still do now. If whole food plant-based isn't available, then I'll go to vegetarian or vegan. I'll just try and reduce the risk of going anywhere near meat or dairy as much as I can.
Okay, I see. That makes sense. So as we're coming to a close here for this interview, is there one key message you would like my listeners to know, especially perhaps for men in the audience who are exploring or thinking about plant-based eating, but they're worried and they're hesitant to really make that change?
Yeah, absolutely. I think whatever reason that people want to transit across from a non-meat and dairy lifestyle, I'd suggest just to be patient with yourself. Go slowly, go carefully. I think it's inevitable that you're going to make mistakes or you're going to be tempted to eat meat. And that's fine. It's only natural, I think, to do that when you're learning. And it's a new skill, what you're doing. You're changing your whole life by doing this. So if you do mess up, don't beat yourself up. Just make a note of it and resolve. Try not to do that again intentionally and just simply move forward to the next day. Put it behind you. One of my coaches told me once after I got annoyed with myself, I'd missed 2 days of workouts in a row. And he said, look, just calm down. He said, if you were driving your car and you got a puncture, you wouldn't just go out and then burst the other 3 tires. You'd fix the one that was broken and carry on. So keep going. Just don't beat yourself up.
That's a great, important tip that you shared with us. And I agree with you that it is a learning process and it is a new skill we're learning. And for many people who have been used to eating one way, if it's processed foods, meat heavy meals, they've been used to cooking a certain way or eating convenience foods, right? So learning this new skill involves learning about whole plant-based foods, learning how to cook them, how to prep them, how to put them together into meals onto your plate. So go easy on yourself and take it a step at a time. I love your analogy that your coach gave you about the puncturing the tires. I can totally imagine a person would definitely not puncture the other 3, but would fix the one that is broken, then keep moving on. And I like to tell my clients too that it's often like training wheels. You're learning how to ride a bike, but at the beginning, you're learning, right? The training wheels and how to balance and how to pedal, right? And then you slowly move on to the actual bike.
Yeah, you're not going to get it perfect every time. You need to give yourself space. You need to give yourself time, and you need to be patient with yourself as well.
That's absolutely right. I'm training my daughter right now to bike without the training wheels. I think we've been out there about 5 sessions already, and we're still working on it. But every time I can see small improvements. And I think that's where we want to go, right? You want to move forward every day. It's progress over perfection, I always say.
Absolutely. And celebrate those improvements as well. Remember them and anchor them in your head. And it's like, you can do this. I did this. I couldn't do this yesterday, but now I can do it. And then tomorrow you can do something else that you couldn't do today. But just keep learning, keep celebrating those lessons that you learn, and stay hungry for new skills as well.
These are great takeaway tips and a great way to end our interview. I want to thank you, Paul, for taking the time to come on to this podcast today and share about your story and where you are now in your plant-based diet journey. It's so inspirational and encouraging to see that no matter where one's past has been in terms of health status or health condition, or where one is mentally, physically, or emotionally, moving to plant-based eating can really bring so many benefits to a person's mind, body, and spirit and make such a difference in one's quality of life. Thank you for being here with us and sharing your story.
Thank you. It's been my pleasure. And I hope that many of your listeners do take inspiration and make that change. It's definitely worth it.
Yes, it's definitely worth it. So thank you, Paul, for being here today. I hope this guest interview has encouraged and empowered you on your own health journey, showing you that change in your health circumstances is possible. It does not need to stay where it is, and you do not need to stay where you are. You may just need the right support, guidance, and strategies to enable you to make the lifestyle changes you need in order to see positive health transformation in your own life. So if you're excited at the possibilities of eating plant-based for your own life and health circumstance and want clear guidance and support on how to best move forward in this, do reach out to me by email at healthnow@plantnourish.com or apply for a free rapid health transformation call using the link in the show notes. We'll be able to connect, and I can then better understand your specific health situation and challenges and let you know what I think the next best steps are for you in your plant-based diet journey. I would love to support you so you can reach your health and weight goals with ease while enjoying a thriving plant-powered lifestyle. Thank you for listening to the Plant-Based Eating Made Easy podcast. If this podcast has helped you, please take a moment to rate and leave a written review on the Apple Podcast app or on iTunes. Knowing how this podcast has made a difference in your life never fails to light me up. I may also select your review to be read on the show. Remember that moving to plant-based eating can be simple and doable, even with your existing health challenges and busy lifestyle. If you have a plant-based diet question you'd like me to answer on this show, Share that question with me using the contact options in the show notes. Thanks for joining me today, and I can't wait to connect with you again in the next episode. Until next time, keep plant-focused and thriving, my friend.